Welcome to my channel. This is One More Shot. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully after you watch the video, you'll either like or dislike it, or maybe even leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. And please check out my page. I have over 500 videos at the present time. And once again, thanks for watching. Looking for subscribers. Okay, so I'm getting ready to install the toilet. So what I did was I got in here and I cleaned it all. This is mostly just the old wax ring. That's what all this stuff is. It looks, I know it looks gross, but it's just a wax ring and some dirt. So everything's nice and smooth. I got my putty knife, and I made sure this surface here is nice and flat, so when my wax ring sits there, it'll sit there nice and flat, making a seal. I don't want to have any debris here where it might not sit completely flat. Okay, so I bought a wax ring with a reinforcement in it. Jumbo reinforced wax ring. And it's just a regular wax ring that has a plastic insert in it. I don't know whether it's better than a regular wax ring or not. I thought it'd be better, so I bought that. And all you do is put that in there. Then you're going to put the two bolts that hold the toilet in. You see they have a hex head. And it goes into here, and then you turn it, and when you pick up your toilet, you line it up with that bolt, and this goes through the bottom of the toilet. Okay, so I have my wax ring installed. I have the bolt on that side, the bolt on this side. Trying to line them up like this. I have my toilet here with one hole on that side, one hole on the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wait for my wife to come home because the toilet weighs about 80 pounds, I think. And I'll have a hard time lifting it up and trying to line the holes up with those two skinny bolts sticking out. So I'm going to wait on that, and in the meantime I'll put in the water supply. But I'm doing the toilet in pieces. That way there it's not so heavy. It's heavy as it is. The base here is real heavy. And also when you buy a new toilet, it comes with a wax ring. But like I said, I don't know why, but I bought that reinforced wax ring. It sounded better. And also when you put the water closet on top of here, make sure you put that gasket in right here. There's a big rubber gasket that goes here. You definitely need that gasket. Alright, so I have to wait for my wife to come home. Okay, so this is the bottom of the water closet. So you can see that rubber gasket I mentioned earlier. There's the water supply pipe. Let's look inside here. So it comes with all the fittings. These are the decorative caps that go on top of the bolts that are going to hold the toilet down, so you're not looking at a bolt, you're looking at this round little dome type thing. Here's some directions. And in here is 3 plastic screws. 1, 2, 3. So you have to screw the water closet down. Because some people have a tendency to lean back when they're sitting on the toilet. And so you have to bolt it in so it doesn't move around. Because that rubber washer is good if you have a nice tight fit in there. And you got to be careful when you tighten it up because that's porcelain. It'll crack easy. So you don't want to get it tight, tight, tight. Finger tight, maybe another little half a turn. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so in the package with the wax ring that came with the toilet are a couple washers, a couple nuts that go on these bolts here. And also these little plastic inserts. So I put an insert on the bolt, and you can see how it holds the bolt up nice and straight. So when I go to place the toilet on top, the bolt won't be like falling over like that one is there. So this is a nice little feature, and I'll put those on. Okay, so let's make sure you can see that. A little like a washer type fitting right there. And what it does is it makes these bolts stand up straight. They're not going to flap over when I put the toilet on top. I'm trying to get them lined up side to side, but I'm still going to wait for my wife to help me line it up though, because the toilet's too heavy for me. One thing I know is about this bathroom, I'll tell you, it's definitely not a one-man job. I mean, my wife's been helping me clean up and wiping down the grout and the tile and stuff like that, and cleaning the thin set out of the tiles. So she's been helping me quite a bit. but you need two men or, you know, I'm not a sexist, but two men or a woman younger than me and my wife, I'll tell you that much, but it's a lot of work. I'm on week 4 now, a lot of work, but it's coming out nice, everything looks good. You can see here where I mixed up my line of the tile. The last 2 pieces, of course I put them in, they were off. I had plenty of room to slide it over too, but I was just so tired and sick of doing the tile that I just put it in. But no one's going to see that because the toilet's going to sit here anyways. But, you know, that's what happens. I got tired and I rushed and I just didn't think. Also, yesterday I went to Lowe's. We went there to buy the toilet, pick up the vanity, but we didn't pick up the vanity yet. And I left my cell phone at Lowe's last night someplace because I was overtired, you know. So when you get tired, you just got to take a break from the job and just relax and hit it the next day, which I just wanted to get the toilet in today. So that's why we went there last night late. And luckily, when I went to Lowe's today to buy screws, I needed some stainless steel screws to hold down the shower drain. Luckily, somebody found my cell phone and turned it in, so I got my cell phone back. Another tip is I back up my computer every other day. I do a full backup every other day. I have 2 external drives to back my information up, but I've never backed up my cell phone. So, a little hint out there, back up your cell phone. I'm doing mine tomorrow morning when I'm on the computer in the morning. I'm backing it up, all the information there. I would have lost all my phone numbers. The emails I have, you know, on my desktop, but my phone numbers and my apps, which I could always download the apps, but phone numbers for people I've known for 40, 50 years, you know, you don't want to lose all your phone numbers. So if you watch all the videos, this was my temperature controlled box, which I put all my pieces in. So now that I'm looking for pieces, they're all in one box. And this is the toilet water supply line for the toilet. I just want to double check and make sure it fits. It does, they're all standard, but I just want to double check. Okay, so here's my water supply line that I bought for the toilet. And here is the shutoff. So I just screwed everything together just to make sure it fits. And screw it in. And here's the fitting here. It goes to PVC. Or CPVC, that's what they call water supply pipe. And so I'm going to do that while I'm waiting for my wife to come home from shopping. Okay, as you can see, I got the water shut off. I have every faucet upstairs turned on, and the water's still dripping out a little bit, so we just have to let it drip out. I have every faucet in the house on, actually. So there's water in the pipe. There's 2 bathrooms upstairs. So there's 3 sinks, a bathtub, a shower, so it'll take a few minutes, but you gotta let that water get out of there because the glue won't set up with the water. And also you can see there's some thin set grout on the pipe. I'm gonna clean that off so I'll have a nice smooth, I'm gonna clean off that debris around the pipe so I'll have a nice smooth finish to glue my water shut off to. Okay, so I've glued my water supply valve on, nice and tight. And this is the special cement that you have to use when you're using water pipes, CPVC cement. You can't use the regular PVC cement that you use on irrigation pipe. It will not work whatsoever. So you get CPVC cement. It goes with the water pipes, special glue for the water pipes, special pipes for the water.
So you can see here where the wax ring is on the bottom of the toilet. I put my wax ring on the floor so it wouldn't slip out while I was lifting the toilet base. So you just, at this point, all you have to do is pick up the toilet, try to hold it level over those 2 bolts, line up the 2 bolts with the 2 holes on the base of the toilet, drop the toilet down, and then sit on the toilet or press down on the toilet because you want to activate that wax ring. So by doing that, you sit on it and the ring will open up and form a perfect seal. And then all you have to do is tighten it down. Now when you tighten it down, remember now this is just porcelain and it will crack easy. So you hand tighten it, then give it a couple little turns here and there, level it off, and it should be fine. Don't tighten it all the way down as tight as you can get it, because you're going to crack the bottom of the toilet, and that would be an expensive piece to replace.
When I bought my water supply line at Lowe's at the beginning, I bought a 8-inch and a 12-inch because I needed an 18-inch. So I ran to the local hardware store. They didn't have any 18 inches, so I bought a 20-inch water supply. And that's the sign of success right there. Okay, so when you put a toilet in, there's a space between the floor and the toilet. So you can put caulking or silicone in there, or grout. I'm going to put grout in there so it matches everything. There is a chance of sewer gas coming up past that wax ring. I really don't think so, but this here will seal it. So if any sewer gas does come up, it won't come out into the house. And it's just a simple process of just pushing it with your finger. Just take your time and do a good job cleaning it up. Because once it sets up, it's difficult to clean. Okay, it looks like I got good coverage here. All the way around the back. And now I'll just do the other side. I wipe it with a dry rag. Okay, so that's it, nice and clean. And if there is any cleanup, it'll be minimal. And that's what you do. I'm just going to repeat it on the other side. It seals the toilet to the floor, prevents sewer gas from coming up.